So it is a beautiful day, so I wanted to do this outside instead of inside, and hopefully it doesn't get too windy. But today we're talking about something really times a fazillion important, and that is knowing all the steps. What is your plan? You have to have a full and total complete action plan for your credit repair, credit sweep, credit restoration, fixing your credit, however you want to put it. Because guess what? And you've heard me say this before, but I'm going to say this again. There are a fazillion companies out there that are only giving you half of the story. Oh, all you have to do is send out these 4 letters, and by law, the bureaus, the creditors, the collectors have to do all this stuff. It's not going to happen like that. But you're going to buy these letters, you're going to send out these letters, and you are not going to get your results. And when that happens, what is your next step? If you don't have a plan in place, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, not to back up each other, but totally different plans, then you are not going to be able to get your results. And it's all because you did not properly plan, okay? So let me just give you an example. With factual-based disputes, I know that when I send out letter 1, if it does not work, I have plan B. If that doesn't work, I have plan C. If that doesn't work, I have plan D, until I exhaust all of my remedies. And now I go to the CFPB, because guess what? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is an independent government agency that is really strong, and I am going to have a whole violation log that I am going to use to get my deletion or my correction or whatever, because I have all of this stuff to back up exactly what I want and what I'm saying and what I'm proving and what I'm trying to do, okay? So when you have these companies that are telling you in as little as 30 days, in as little as 45 days, you're going to be able to remove this collection, this foreclosure, this repossession, this inquiry, this late payment, all that kind of stuff, you need to stop believing it, because they're only giving you half of the truth. Yes, in as little as 30 days, in as little as 45 days, you can get your deletion, right? But what they're not telling you is that more than likely, that's not going to happen. What's normally going to happen is that you're going to have to send out a new dispute. So if you get to letter 4 and now you have no more letters to send out because that was the end of that whole process, and you still have that thing on your credit report, what are you going to do? If you don't have that battle plan, what are you going to do? What do you think they do when they go to war or they have to go battle somebody or whatever, right? They know that they're going to use X amount of people. They're going to have this many battalions. They're going to have this many tanks. They're going to have this many helicopters. They're going to have this many this, that, and that, right? The standard operating procedures and all that kind of stuff. Every single thing is mapped out to a T, because they need to know what to expect. How many of the enemy are there? What do the buildings look like? If they can't get into door A, if it's barricaded, what do they do? Do they go around the back? Do they go through the top? Do they go, underneath and come up through a tunnel? What do they do? That's the way that you need to attack this, because if you don't, then you are not going to get your results, okay? So how do you do this? Well, the answer to that is simple. The answer to that is very simple, okay? So, number 1, stop sending out templates. And yes, today I am yelling at you. Today I am going to freaking yell at you. Stop sending out templates. Y'all are sending out templates and you're believing all this bullshit about, pursuant to section 609, you're required to send me the documentation with my wet signature, blah, blah, blah. That's a load of fucking shit, dude. Guess what? Section 609 has nothing to do with a wet signature, okay? How does it even make sense? Section 609 has to do with, guess what? Consumer disclosures, all right? Consumer disclosures. And even if it's not 609, maybe it's a 1681 dispute, or maybe you are whatever. Dude, what do you not understand about this? The first computer that reads your letter is there to determine if you sent in a template. Why does everybody think that they can just all send in the same letters, but expect different results, right? And with a computer that has the job of determining if it's a template that you sent in, okay? If you don't believe me, go and look up the actual process that occurs when your letter goes to the credit bureaus. Number 1, they need to read it. Number two, they need to determine if that letter has been sent in part or in whole before. And if it has, more than likely, it's going to come back as verified, right? So a lot of the courses and all these gurus, right? All these experts out there tell you that, dude, all you got to do is just keep sending the same letter, or just say that it's been verified, and eventually it's going to come off. No, what's going to happen is that it's going to come back as frivolous, and then more than likely you're going to be blocked from disputing. And then now what are you going to do? Now you have to wait 7 years. Wouldn't you rather just have this done the right way? I would. If that were me, I would rather have this done the right way. And the right way is to use the information that the bureaus, the creditors, and the collectors are all giving us, and it comes directly off your credit report, okay? So, am I calling this the lazy, easy way out? No, I'm not. You're actually making this more difficult for yourself by trying to do what everybody else is doing, okay? That's like everybody buying the same bathing suit, same size, same cut, same design, same everything, but expecting that we all look different, right? No, dude. No. All right, so you need to make sure that when you're disputing, you know, hey, if this doesn't work, now I'm going to send in a new and relevant dispute based on this violation because they failed to put the required notice of dispute within 30 days, right? Or, hey, I'm going to send out this new and relevant dispute because guess what? They said it was verified, but they didn't change the date last reported. Or, hey, now I see that when my dispute came back, my new credit report says X or it says Y. And now I'm going to take that information because they are giving it to me, and I'm going to create a new dispute based off this information. That's what you need to do. And you need to make some sort of, I don't want to call it a log because we use the log for like violations, but you need to have some sort of tracking method, right? So on the last round, I sent out X. On this next round, I'm going to send out Y. And if that doesn't work, then just based off this one credit report alone, I know that I can dispute this, and this. That is how you do this, okay? You also need to prioritize the items that are within the last year, then the last 2 years, the things that are still within the statute of limitations, the things that are, outside the statute of limitations. Can you dispute directly with the creditor? Can you dispute directly with the collector? You need to know these things, and nobody's telling you these things, and nobody's telling you how to do it. And if you do it and it doesn't work, what happens after that? What happens after that? What happens after that? Do you know? I bet you don't, because nobody's telling you. They're just telling you to send out these freaking 4 letters or these 3 letters or, whatever. And, well, hey, if it doesn't work, you start all over again, because that's what we do here in America. We start all over again, right? No, dude. Every single thing that you send out needs to be written by you right then at that moment using custom information. Not only that, but when it doesn't work, because more than likely you're going to have to send out multiple rounds, because otherwise this would be a totally different system based on something totally different, okay? Anyways, you need to have an action plan, all right? So the bottom line to this is there's nothing but a bunch of freaking liars out there that are giving you a bunch of bullshit just to get into your wallet, all right? That's why I provide so much information for free on how to do this, because I've been the consumer. I had the bad credit. I had to, go and dispute a fazillion different collections and a bankruptcy and K-jewelers and charge-offs and a repossession and all that kind of stuff. I was sued by credit acceptance, okay? Because I totaled my car and then I didn't feel like paying for it and all that kind of stuff. That was like 10 years ago. So anyways, I know exactly what it's like, and there were no companies out there that were doing the right thing. There were no companies out there that were disputing all the negative items at the same time and all 3 bureaus at the same time and using custom disputes and not using templates and giving the copies of the disputes. So I had to learn how to do all that stuff, and it took me years and years and years to figure out how to do it the right way. But that same thing that I learned, that I hone in on this craft, all right, it's literally a craft to get deletions. I teach it to you, right? Because if I don't, then that's just wrong. I'm just like every other company if I don't share that information. So that's why I have almost 500 videos going back to the summer of 2016 that show you how to do this the right way. And yes, they get better and better and better every year because there's more information that I'm providing, because you have every right to know the truth, all right? Always remember that. You have the right to know the truth, and you have the right to see, if you hire a company, the actual disputes that are going out on your behalf. Not just the method. It's not enough to know the method. This is your confidential information, all right? It's your social, it's your ID, it's your credit report, and you have every single right in all of the universe to know exactly what they're doing with that information. And if they are not providing that information, you need to cancel, because they're either not doing anything at all or they don't know what they're doing. Because, dude, I am proud of the work that I do for my clients, and I share that information. They get the actual disputes, right? Why? Because I am, number one, good at what I do, and number two, it's the information, and number three, I'm proud of it. So, anywho, if you're with a company and they're not doing that, if they're not disputing everything every round with everybody, using absolutely no templates, if they're not using custom disputes, if they're not giving you the copies of the disputes, then you need to cancel, because they are doing nothing more than keeping money in their pocket, okay? And more than likely, they're also just taking your money and, you know, spending bazillions of dollars on advertising and reputation management and all that kind of stuff. I mean, how do you think that these companies pay for 2,500 people in their call centers? And that's not even including the people that process the disputes, that do all the other stuff. We're only talking about the people that answer the calls, okay? So that is where your money goes. It does not go to your file. On the other hand, just saying, well, my clients, because I'm one person, I did not hire anybody. I do not pay for reputation management. I do not pay for advertising. I stopped paying for advertising at the end of 2016. My clients' money goes to their file. All right, so you really, really, really need to take a look at what it is that is going on with your credit, whether you are doing it yourself or you have somebody doing it for you, because all these little things that maybe didn't dawn on you, but maybe you heard in one of my videos, maybe you're hearing now, they matter. They really, really, really matter. And I feel like I'm the only one that's talking about them. And yes, I am pacing. So it's really difficult for me to stand in one place and talk. So anywho, I got a lot on my mind, as you can tell. There's just a lot of bullshit out there, and I don't think that it's fair that you guys don't know about it. And if you do, that's awesome. I commend you for doing your research. But yeah, I think we have gotten to the end of my live for today. I have a lot of material that I need to go over with you later, such as the flashcards that I made leading up to the part 2 of the tactics series. So right now, I need to get to a conference, and I'm actually teaching a very, very, very large group about financial education. Anywho, so, oh yeah, by the way, if you were in the Las Vegas area, shoot me an email or hit me up on Facebook or comment on this video to join the next one. It's totally free. So, anywho, I'm gonna go now, but a couple of things. Number one, if you actually do want to learn how to do this yourself for free, gratis, go to VargasRevolution.vipmembervault.com. It's in the description of every single video that I do, all right? Because it's all like the same description, right? Anywho, the Subscriber Hub is totally free. There are tutorials, there are downloads, there are just awesome stuff. It's for free. Why wouldn't you, okay? Or you can check out the Deep Dive Dispute Workshop from like a month ago. It was live at the time that I did it, to basically get like a crash course on how to dispute the right way. And you know what? I need to go take down that coupon. I just reminded myself because it was supposed to come down last night at 9 o'clock my time. Anywho, I'm gonna do that as soon as I get back to my computer. Anyways, otherwise, if you just don't want to do this yourself, maybe you want to find out if I can get you better results, or maybe you just want a company that's going to dispute everything every round with everybody using absolutely no templates and gives you the copies of the disputes, then you can go schedule a call with me one-on-one, because I am one person. Yes, I wear many hats, but, well, I don't wear hats, but anyways, you get the picture. If you want to schedule a call one-on-one with me to see if I can do it for you, if it would be a good fit, and you're tired of being taken advantage of, being taken for a ride, and having this just be minimized, then go to VCITA.com/expert credit sweeps, and I will see if I can help. But for the 10 of you that are here with me right now, I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you had a great Easter weekend. Even if you do not celebrate, I hope you had a great weekend. And I will see you guys later. I'm going to end this now, and that is it. Bye.